Hey guys, it's Colleen, and today we're going to be talking about Penelope, Pendrick, and the Art of Deceit. This is another game coming out that is directly inspired by the old kind of Nancy Drew games. We will not be watching the trailer in its entirety right now, uninterrupted, but I will leave a link to it in the description. This game is interesting in the fact that you are not even technically a detective. You are a book writer who happened to solve some case. We're not sure what it is yet. Maybe it'll talk about a little bit more in the game. But yeah, we're totally just an author. But we've been called out to Carlisle because there have been 3 missing people within a week. A week! And all the police officers are just scratching their head. So I guess because I guess they're just trying to get as much help as possible, even from people who aren't technically detectives or part of any police force at all. Just trying to get any help with anybody who has solved even a single case because they need all hands on board. Now we can see here that the first person who has gone missing is Gerald Cook. He is 69 years old, owner of novel books, and his last known location was at his job, Novel Books. He was reported missing the next day when the shop was supposed to open, but nobody was there to open it. Now, since he wasn't reported missing until they realized that his shop wasn't opened, that makes me think that he lives alone. Another person who has gone missing is Terrence Davies. He is 15 years old and he did not come home from school, and that is when his mother called to report him in. The third person, however, we cannot see a name. It looks like a woman, is Asian Indian. We don't know the exact day that she was reported missing. We don't know really anything about the third person here. In this newspaper clipping, it looks like there is a partial collapse in 68 of an old building and it became condemned. Now, this photo developing center here is in a room with a boarded up window. Is this in the condemned building? And if so, why is somebody hiding these photos? All of these photos seem to be from the 40s and 50s, and I'm wondering if they hold some sort of significance. Are we going to be visiting these places by any chance? Now here in this safe, we see that there is some money, some cash. There is a medal of some sort. I'm kind of curious about that. But also a drawing of a staircase, a strange kind of staircase and wheels. This looks like this looks like a secret passageway to me. It seems that there's a set of stairs and maybe they use some wheels somehow, if we can figure out a way to get the stairs from like leading upwards where we go upstairs to flip it 180 degrees to go downstairs into a secret basement. I'm wondering if these stairs are in the condemned building that is partially collapsed. I'm also wondering if somebody back then was trying to utilize these secret stairs, make it move or something, but they did something wrong, which caused the partial collapse. Now we can see here in this letter, if we pause it, that it is from Mitchell, who is Gerald's friend. Gerald's one of the men who went missing. There are some keywords we can point out. We see here passion, better with time, time heals all wounds, but life is a shadow of 20 years, incredible. So this makes me think that there's some sort of heartbreak between Gerald's and Mitchell's 20 years of friendship. Is it that there was some kind of betrayal between them? And if so, what? This eye painting is very much significant. We see it everywhere in the trailer, but they have it twice in our hotel room. Is that just a decor decision? Could be. Do we need to take a closer look at them and see if there's any differences in them? Maybe. In this circular room, notice how not only are there different kinds of shapes on the doors that seems like it's going to be some sort of puzzle, but there are eyes on the columns that seem to correlate to the eye painting that we've been seeing so much of. Now it looks like here that the walls and floor of this hallway are the same as the walls and floors in the circular room with all the doors. So I believe if we get through these doors, or the correct door, or a door, I don't know if it's correct or not, but I think that this hallway is coming from one of the doors of that circular room. And I think that because the place is so rickety, that the ceiling, when it falls in, that kind of makes me think it is part of the condemned building that's already falling apart. And here with all these overwhelming wires, we can make out the words system, alarm, and report. I feel like we're going to be trying to overcoming some sort of security system here. Also, just something to keep in the back of my mind, what is this white bag that's by this empty frame? Why has the bag been abandoned, and by who? And why is it by the empty frame? And where's the artwork from this frame? When it comes to Stacy, she kind of reminds me of Deirdre from the Nancy Drew series. Just someone, a neighbor, you know, but who's kind of like a catty brat. Mitchell is looking after Gerald's bookstore while he's missing. And yes, do I think it comes out of a good place as a friend? Yeah, it could possibly. But it could also be coming out of a place of guilt. I mean, we did find a torn up letter from Mitchell about their 20-year friendship. And that's kind of concerning. Colin almost makes me think of a bipolar artist, and I'm not saying that in any negative way at all. I'm just saying that bipolar disorder has been connected to higher creativity, and with him like flipping out on somebody like that, going back and forth between charming and nice and like yelling at people, I almost wonder. Evelyn, we have the least amount of details about. So I am very, very excited to just like dive head into her, ask her the questions, like get down to who she is. And just a side note, I noticed that Mitchell had a prosthetic hand. That's kind of cool. Could it be that that helped him not leave fingerprints in places? Maybe. Or is it just a cool detail? I'm really excited for this game to come out, guys. It says 2025, very vague. So I'd really like to know like a closer estimate of when it does come out, because I'm just like, I think this is going to be a fantastic game. I can't wait to start getting down to the clues, snooping everywhere, asking all my prying questions. I think this one's gonna be a really good one. So thank you again, and just let me know, what are your thoughts based on what's out right now, based on the characters in the trailers? Do you have any theories of your own? Who's your favorite character so far just from this? Let me know, and thank you so much. Bye.